So you went up to that girl and she rejected you, and now you feel bad, you feel worthless, and you feel defeated. Does that make you a different person? Not really. If you're familiar with the work of Jordan Peterson, he talks in his book 12 Rules for Life about the way lobsters produce less serotonin when they are defeated, and apparently for human people it works pretty much the same. So the point of this video is not to go with your natural tendency that you might have to feel defeated and to feel worse when you don't get what you want in dating, but instead to use those situations and experience to pull yourself higher and higher. So why does this matter to you? Well, if you're like most people, when girls are rejecting you, you're going to be influenced by that, and not in a very positive way. If a girl is rejecting you, you're going to feel worse about yourself. Your state is going to go down, your emotions are going to go down and get more pessimistic. So again, in plain English, when a girl is rejecting a guy, the guy tends to feel like shit, and chances are this is your case. Is it necessarily a bad thing? I don't think so. And as with many things in life, the way you perceive what's happening around you and the way you perceive what's happening to you shapes your reality. So what I propose to you in this video is a way to shift your mind from the classic, oh, she rejected me so I suck, and to instead turn this to your advantage. The way I see it, you should not be afraid of rejections that much, and you should actually learn to enjoy them for a few different reasons. First, when a girl is rejecting you, it trains you to care less and less about it. The more bad things happen to you, the less you're gonna care about those things, and the less you care about being rejected, the less you're afraid to be rejected by a girl, the more you're going to be able to take social risks. And I'm sure you know now, girls love guys who are able to take social risks. So basically, the less scared you are, the more it allows you to be engaging and polarizing, and girls love that. It goes even deeper than that, because the simple fact that you're looking for the proper thing to say to a girl to have her not reject you makes you super needy. If you are afraid to take risks and to make mistakes and to speak your mind truly, well, this is basically the definition of a needy guy. It's a guy who's going to simp for a girl, and it's a guy who's going to try always to find the right thing that's going to ensure that the girl doesn't go away. And so you have to be okay with the fact that a girl might reject you. I know it's a paradox, because when you're learning success with women, when you're learning game, when you're learning pickup, all that you're basically learning is to make sure that your social interaction go in a better direction, that you get a better outcome out of your interactions with people. In a way, this makes you needy. So there is a need to find a sweet spot. Well, in my opinion, here is the sweet spot. It's when you're not afraid to be needy because you are going to show your personality to the girl. You're going to try different things. You're going to take social risks, but all with the purpose to develop yourself as a person, all with the purpose to get to know this person better and to establish a connection better while being a more genuine person. Like, if you're just looking for this one thing that's going to make the girl 1% sure to sleep with you while basically leaving her no chance to escape because you're gonna have this perfect pickup technique, how needy is that? If you are not okay with the possibility of her rejecting you or disliking you or having other guys in mind, how needy is that? It's super needy. I want you guys to be able to say that one day in your life you got rejected 10 times. Getting rejected 10 times in a day and surviving. And you will realize that it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter, it just doesn't. And so I like to see that every experience is a good experience, because you either win or you learn something. When you're getting rejected, you learn things. You learn how not to do something, which is still something. It's not a waste of your time. You learn how to calibrate better. You learn what you did wrong and what you can improve on. Getting rejected is really not as bad as what people make it seem to be. I understand it feels bad when it happens to you, but you should be able to move on, because this is how you're going to progress and how you're going to get better results. Few things that people might say about it is that, oh, well, what if I get rejected 1 million times and I feel bad about myself and I just get disgusted of women? Because this is the case of a lot of guys. They got rejected what they feel to be a lot of times, and so they start to hate women. You should always look for improvement when you don't get what you want, or when you go through what is considered a failure. Because what's the alternative? If you get rejected, you either decide to find ways to improve, or you start hating women and yourself. And I don't recommend you to start hating women and yourself. This is not going to do you any good. Like legit, you either find ways to become a better person who is better at communicating with other human beings, or you start hating on people and yourself because you're not getting to what you want. The choice should be obvious to you. I know that getting rejected a lot seems scary. I know that getting rejected even once seems scary and is never agreeable. But again, the more you get rejected, the less you start caring about it. It doesn't matter. Like after a while, your brain just doesn't register it anymore. You go to a girl and you get rejected and it hurts for 3-5 seconds, and then you move on. That's the power of having social momentum. That's the power of not caring about rejections. Your brain just doesn't register it anymore. I know that if you approach 2 girls a month and those 2 girls reject you, it feels like shit because you have been rejected by every girl that you have been approaching this month. But if you approach 100 girls in a month and that 90 of them reject you, you still have 10 girls who actually quite liked you, and you instantly feel better about yourself. And all of those 90 previous rejections feel like nothing. But instead, what most people do is that they meet 2 different girls a month and they get rejected by those 2 girls. And even if they got rejected by less girls than the guy who approached 100 women, they feel even worse. As usual, my blanket advice that I would give to a guy who's having trouble with dating is to get more girls. Be it to get more girls to reject you, be it to get more girls to tell you that they love you, be it to get more girls to sleep with you, but just inject more women into your life. People talk about abundance, but this is what it really is. You're gonna feel way better getting rejected by 90 girls if you approach 100 girls a month and you have 10 say that they like you, than if you approach 2 girls a month and you get rejected by those 2 girls. Abundance, it's not just a mindset, but it's a reality, and to make that reality happen, you have to take a lot of action. And again, in the end, it's not that scary. After a while, your brain just stops recording. Like, abundance is a very tangible thing, and the best way to make it happen is to take a lot of action. Being needy is basically being not okay with the fact that a girl might leave. And on the opposite, being non-needy is always giving the girl the opportunity to walk away. And I think that's what seduction is all about in the end. It's doing your best to show the girl that you're an attractive person, giving yourself the best shot at showing a girl that you're attractive. But if she can't see it, or if she's not in a good spot in her life to see it, or if she just doesn't like it, well, she's free to go. Either way, if you liked this video, stay tuned because I'm gonna drop some more over the course of the month. And at the end of the month, we're gonna have a big webinar with Game Global. In this webinar, we're going to talk about what it is to be actually confident and what it is to actually be a man on his path when meeting women, how to find the courage to actually go for what you want, and how to make girls love you for that. So keep an eye on the Telegram groups because the details will be sent there. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and I will talk to you soon.